What good parent would create a world where sickness and vulnerability and death and dying are possible? I had some resistance once again. I tried to find something else, and then I realized it's weird how it works, but I feel interested in what I'm reading. And then I look, if I don't want to do it because I think it's too complex or whatever, I don't want to work so hard, I look around in the book to find something else. And nothing holds an interest to me. And it's like, oh, I have to do this. This is the section I get to do today. So no one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. Failure is all about failure is all about you while you seek for goals that cannot be achieved. You look for permanence in the impermanent, for love where there is none, for safety in the midst of danger, immortality within the darkness of the dream of death. Who could succeed where contradiction is the setting of his searching and the place to which he comes to find stability? It's speaking of this physical world, this level of reality, and all of what we search for here that cannot actually be found here. Goals that are meaningless are not attained. There is no way to reach them, for the means by which you strive for them are meaningless as they are. Who can use such senseless means and hope through them to gain in anything? Where can they lead? And what could they achieve that offers any hope of being real? Pursuit of the imagined leads to death because it is the search for nothingness. And while you seek for life, you ask for death. You look for safety and security while in your heart you pray for danger and protection for the little dream you made. This sounds pretty grim, right? But remember, the Course says this is the world of death and dying, and that we come here to prove death real, and that it's possible to be born and then age and slowly decompose and then die. And there are places in the Course where it says, what good God would create that for his sons, for his extensions, right? What good parent would create a world where sickness and vulnerability and death and dying are possible if that parent were capable of creating something else, right? So we created that. We've created this reality, and the Course is constantly reminding us it's not real or true. But inside this reality that we created, we then seek for things that this reality cannot provide, because it's the opposite of what this reality is about. That's what this is speaking to. You can't find immortality here. You can't find anything of true value. Remember, the Course says the ego's motto is seek but do not find. It wants to keep us chasing our tails. Yet searching is inevitable here. For this you came, and you will surely do the thing you came for. But the world cannot dictate the goal for which you search unless you give it power to do so. Otherwise, you still are free to choose a goal that lies beyond the world and every worldly thought, and one that comes to you from an idea relinquished yet remembered, old yet new, an echo of a heritage forgot, yet holding everything you really want. Be glad that search you must. Be glad as well to learn you search for heaven and must find the goal you really want. No one can fail to want this goal and reach it in the end. Remember, heaven isn't, according to the Course, isn't a place you go after you die. It's speaking about heaven, it's speaking about a state of mind. truth, an awareness of truth, or knowledge of self, of the true self. Happiness, joy, peace. It's in the mind. It's not a place we're going for, so it's not speaking about dying to go to heaven. Be glad to search. That search you must be glad as well. You learn you search for heaven and must find the goal you really want. No one can fail to want this goal and reach it in the end. God's Son cannot seek vainly, though he tried to force delay, deceive himself, and think that it is hell he seeks. So when we seek of things of the world to bring us happiness, joy, and peace, we're actually seeking hell. The Course is saying that's hell, because the world is seek but do not find. But when you seek heaven, you bring heaven to the world. When you seek true happiness, or the place where you get true happiness, which is of the mind in connection with Source, then we bring happiness or heaven into the world. And the Course is saying that's our real job, is to make happy or seek heaven. Seek beyond the world for your happiness, seek heaven, and then we bring that into the world and we make the world a happy dream, right? That's the goal. And then after that's the case, it's a happy dream, then it's just a few moments before God reaches down and scoops us up into true heaven, whatever that looks like. In other words, we release the illusion. And so for the ego, that sounds scary, but the Course is saying that is what we're truly headed for. And when it occurs, it will be bliss beyond what we can imagine, right? So God's Son cannot seek vainly, though he try to force delay, deceive himself, and think that it is hell he seeks. When he is wrong, he finds correction. When he wanders off, he is led back to his appointed task. No one remains in hell, for no one can abandon his Creator nor affect his perfect, timeless, and unchanging love. You will find heaven. Everything you seek but this will fall away, yet not because it has been taken from you. It will go because you do not want it. You will reach the goal you really want as certainly as God created you in sinlessness. And so this is I like to look at this in the opposite, because it helps empower us to shift whatever's happening now. So it's basically saying what you have, you want. How do you know what you want? Look at what you have. And if we didn't want a world of pain and suffering, we could not seem to be in this illusion of pain and suffering, that it exists because we chose it. We can't actually make it really happen, or at least not happen to the truth of us, but we can create a world where it seems like you're in a body and you can have pain and suffering. And so if we have it around us on some levels, because we asked for it, right? So it's saying what we truly want, we will have. And what the truth of us wants is heaven, or to be reunited with Source, or remember our oneness, our union, our connection with God and with all of God's creation. And so when we start putting attention on that and asking for that, this is, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. When we do that, everything falls in place. Like, you can't not have that when you seek it. Thank you for joining us for today's quick video of the Course in Miracles Discovery Meeting. If you want to watch the full version and be able to jump into the live stream and participate, please click below and join the Miracle Makers community. We are here to make miracles together, to make miracles happen for you and for the greater community as a whole. So please click below, become a member of the Miracle Makers community. I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.